Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Dragon Age Origins, Dwarven Commoner Edition. Last we left off, King Kaelin was betrayed by General Loghain. The Grey Wardens, except for Alistair and Gilda, are gone, but luckily we were rescued by Morrigan's mother. Still. Now we have to deal with the fact that all the other Grey Wardens are gone, and we've got kind of a scary character to deal with. Because, yeah, Loghain, he's not just some pushover villain. He's a general, well-beloved and respected by his people. So we probably have our work cut out for us. So before we proceed, let's level up. And as you've noticed, I've turned the music volume back on since we are no longer in combat, and the music isn't blaring in my ears and over talking and stuff. Let's see. You've got enough cunning. Let's increase dexterity and constitution. And let's take that second point in coercion. And let's see, let's take momentum next. And we acquired a tactics lock, which is like, well, we're the main character, but hey, sometimes we have to control other party members, so I guess that's useful. Is that the prologue music playing in the background? Okay then. I did not notice that before. Interesting. Anyway, let's go talk to Morrigan's mother and see if Flemeth is... yeah. Spoiler alert! No. See if Alistair is alright. Good morning, little black dragon. Can you even talk? How do I even... whatever. So let's go see what our next course of action is. And check on our companion. And he's okay! Yay!
See, here is your fellow Grey Warden. You worry too much, young man.
Oh.
You're alive. I thought you were dead for sure.
Oh, you were worried about me. That's so cute. Aw, thanks, Alistair. But no, I am not dead. Actually, I'm fine. I appreciate your concern.
Oh, this doesn't seem real. If it weren't for Morrigan's mother, we'd be dead on top of that tower.
Do not talk about me as if I am not present, lad.
I didn't mean... But what do we call you? You've never told us your name?
Names are pretty, but useless. The chastened folk call me Flemeth. I suppose it will do.
The Flemeth? From the legends? Daveth was right. You're the Witch of the Wilds, aren't you?
And what does that mean? I know a bit of magic, and it has served you both well, has it not?
That is true. Well, Morrigan already told us where the Darkspawn are. I would ask why you saved us, and we probably should thank you. But in all honesty, does it really matter what she is? I mean, we need to do something now.
We need to bring Loghain to judgment. Why would he do this?
Now that is a good question. Men's hearts hold shadows darker than any tainted creature. Perhaps he believes the Blight is an army he can outmaneuver. Perhaps he does not see that the evil behind it is the true threat.
The archdemon.
And we kind of already learned in an earlier conversation what an archdemon is. That they're basically big, gigantic dragons that get tainted by Darkspawn and become their leader, and they're like, "You will do as I say, Darkspawn. You shall destroy the lands of Ferelden, and find me a cheesecake." Oh wait, that's just me. Let's see. Well, obviously we need to find this archdemon. Flemeth's probably right. He probably thought the Darkspawn was something he could just outmaneuver. And knowing the politics of the dwarves, it's probably not that hard to imagine why Loghain betrayed the king. I mean, it was mentioned earlier that his daughter was queen. Maybe by killing off her husband, he could have more of an influence on her. I don't know. Or it could be money, power, something. We do need to find this archdemon, but perhaps the first thing we should do is contact the rest of the Grey Wardens.
Kaelin already summoned them. They'll come if they can, but I expect Loghain has already taken steps to stop them. We must assume they won't arrive in time.
Say, will you help us fight Will you help us fight the Blight, Flemeth?
Me? I am just an old woman who lives in the wilds. I know nothing of blights and darkspawn.
Liar.
Well, whatever Loghain's insanity, he obviously thinks the Darkspawn are a minor threat. We must warn everyone this isn't the case.
And who will believe you? Unless you think to convince this Loghain of his mistake.
He just betrayed his own king. If archdemon knew what he did at Ostagar, he would be the first to call for his execution.
Archdemon. Interesting. I feel like we've heard that name before, and I'm assuming he is important. Perhaps we could go to him, but you honestly think the Jarl would believe us over the Cairn?
I suppose. Archdemon wasn't at Ostagar. He still has all his men. And he was Kaelin's uncle. I know him. He's a good man, respected in the Landsmeet. Of course, we could go to Redcliffe and appeal to him for help.
Well, Loghain is respected. But we probably need other allies to call on. And say he doesn't believe us and won't help us. What then?
You have more at your disposal than merely old friends.
Of course! The treaties. Grey Wardens can demand aid from dwarves, elves, mages, and other places. They're obligated to help us during a blight.
I may be old, but dwarves, elves, mages, this archdemon, and who knows what else. This sounds like an army to me.
So can we do this? Go to Redcliffe and these other places and build an army?
Well, technically that's... I mean... that is what I'm guessing Grey Wardens do. We build armies, we fight blights, we get everyone on our side, but I doubt it will be as easy or as simple as that.
And when is it ever?
It's always been the Grey Warden's duty to stand against the blight. And right now, we're the Grey Wardens.
So you are set then, ready to be Grey Wardens.
I suppose we're as ready as we'll ever be. Yeah, I guess we're ready to be Grey Wardens. Thank you for everything, Flemeth.
No, thank you. You are the Grey Wardens here, not I. Now, before you go, there is yet one more thing I can offer you.
The stew is bubbling, Mother dear. Shall we have 2 guests for the eve, or none?
The Grey Wardens are leaving shortly, girl. And you will be joining them.
Such a shame. What?
You heard me, girl. The last time I looked, you had ears.
Well, thank you, but if Morrigan doesn't wish to join us...
Her magic will be useful. Even better, she knows the wilds and how to get past the Horde.
Have I no say in this?
You have been itching to get out of the wilds for years. Here is your chance. As for you, Wardens, consider this repayment for your lives.
I suppose that's fair. Very well, we'll take her with us.
Not to look a gift horse in the mouth, but won't this add to our problems? Out of the wilds, she's an apostate.
If you do not wish help from us illegal mages, young man, perhaps I should have left you on that tower.
Point taken.
Mother, this is not how I wanted this. I'm not even ready.
You must be ready. Alone, these two must unite for Eldon against the Darkspawn. They need you, Morrigan. Without you, they will surely fail, and all will perish under the Blight. Even I.
I understand.
And you, Wardens, do you understand? I give you that which I value above all in this world. I do this because you must succeed.
Well... She is in pretty good company. I mean, we're both pretty skilled warriors. The best I can do is assure you that she won't come to harm with us.
Allow me to get my things, if you please.
Of course. Why wouldn't we?
I am at your disposal, Grey Wardens. I suggest a village north of the wilds as our first destination. 'Tis not far, and you will find much you need there. Or, if you prefer, I shall simply be your silent guide. The choice is yours.
Actually, I prefer you speak your mind.
You will regret saying that.
Dear, sweet mother, you are so kind to cast me out like this. How fondly I shall remember this moment.
Well, I always said, if you want something done, do it yourself. Or hear about it for a decade or two afterwards.
Do you really want to take her along because her mother says so?
We need all the help we can get.
I guess you're right. The Grey Wardens have always taken allies where they could find them.
I am so pleased to have your approval.
Snark, snark, snark. I have some questions.
I may have answers. Ask.
Are you really Flemeth's daughter? If she really is this big, powerful Witch of the Wilds or whatever?
'Twas she who raised me, and thus I consider her my mother, born from her womb or not. 'Tis what you meant, yes?
She's just going to stay here alone?
Mother was alone long before I came, and will be so long after I am dead. Such is her choice, though I suspect she would claim the choice was made for her.
Interesting. Very interesting indeed. So, have you never been outside the wilds?
From time to time. I have been to the village I mentioned, watched its people, and pondered what curious beings they are. On occasion, I purchased goods from the village merchants. There I spoke with men a little. There they stared and knew me as an outsider. Mother wishes for me to expand the horizon of my experience beyond the wilds. Even she was not born here.
I suppose that's fair. I mean, I wasn't born here, and I'm kind of an outsider because I'm from Orzammar. Even in Orzammar, I was an outsider because I was casteless. So, I can relate to that. I guess the reason I was concerned about leaving her mother here is because I left my own family behind and wondered if she had any similar sense of regret. But I guess she doesn't. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to cut off the video here. We will continue this conversation on the next episode of Let's Play Dragon Age Origins, Dwarven Commoner Edition. I hope to see you there, folks.